It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
In the criminal justice system, sexually-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In New York City, the dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad known as the Special Victims Unit. These are their stories.
Give y'all a story time on why I don't talk to nobody that I'm related to. I went in no contact with my whole family, mama side, daddy side, cousin, uncle, aunties, everybody. And it all started when I got on my knees sometime last year and told God that I'm ready to surrender to his plan. Like, I don't want to do it my way no more. Like, God, I'm doing it your way. What do I do next? So we're going to start with my husband at the time. He was cheating so bad that I just was like, I got to get a close relationship with God. The whole time I was super suspicious. Not only was he cheating, like super, super gay. Like he was working with somebody and I was like, it just makes me feel like they fucking with each other. But I was also in a situation where I wanted to leave, but I didn't know, like I didn't have the finances because he was paying all the bills. So it was like up until the point I said that prayer, it was like he was just emotionally abusive. But then it got to the point where he started to become physically abusive. Like, I done got head-butted. I done got choked several times, slapped, putting his hands on me, all that type of shit, scared for me and my kids' life. It got to a point where we was fighting so bad, and I had figured out that if I keep my kids around me, that he's not going to put his hands on me. So I was like, let me keep my kids close to me so he won't do nothing to me. He kept trying to get me by myself. I used to keep in my closet, and he literally looked me dead in my eyes and was like, get it. Go on, get it out. But I'm a thinker, so I was just like, nah, because I don't know who is going to hit at this point. Then he said it in front of her like I had my kids with me. I didn't know who. I'm not risking it. So I just looked at my kids and I just told them I love them. I just felt like I was about to be unalive in that moment, for real, for real. So after all that, I left the house and went to my parents' house. My parents, like my mama honestly didn't want me to go back, but my stepdaddy, he telling me stuff happened, y'all need to go back. Then the dude looked my stepdaddy dead in the face and was like, I did this, she right, I did do that, I'm on up to it, which was crazy to me because why would my stepdaddy tell me to go back to that? But I'm listening to that type of shit like, oh, that's your husband. So I went back to him. The shit kept getting worse and worse. After that, like, he didn't put his hands on me for a little minute, but the cheating was so bad, I was just like, I need to get closer to God. Then it actually got to a point where I found out he was sleeping with a teacher from my daughter's school. This said teacher put, literally, like, she was super, super friendly. I used to sub at the school that she worked at, and they always put me in her room. I was in her room like 3-4 times. It was also another woman who used to come in there, and she used to be, like, kind of weird with me. So now I realized, like, it was multiple people at that school that knew that woman was sleeping with my husband. This said teacher also started my daughter's dress. Like, she was in my daughter's hair. I done went to this woman's house. This woman inviting me out places. She, he, ha, ha, every time I see her. So I confronted him and her about it. And it got to the point where they actually made up this whole fucking story together. What'll happen, like, if they got caught, what's their story? So then it gets to the point, this man putting his hands on me again. So I actually decide for good, like, I'm just leaving the relationship. I'm leaving the house. I'm leaving the furniture in there. I got TVs and all that shit. At the time, my sister and her baby daddy needed somewhere to stay, so I called them, before y'all homeless, y'all could come take my shit. I don't want none of it. Like, y'all could just stay in there. Y'all ain't even gotta do no lease takeover, nothing. Y'all could just live in the house, just pay the rent on time. I don't want none of that shit on my credit. So at this time, I go and stay with my mama. So I'm staying with my mama, but still going through shit with the school, because I confronted them about the issue, and they told me, well, we can't do nothing about it, but we can let her know that we know that you came up here to tell us. So I was like, okay, go let her know. And I really was on some slick shit, because bitch, I want you to be humiliated in front of all your staff. Like, you not even professional no more, bitch. People look at you like somebody who sleep with folks' husbands, and a lot of people in this bitch got husbands. So I really was on some get back. But once she found that out, she got really, really mad, told the school that she's scared for her. She's worried about her safety when it comes to me. So I end up actually getting banned off the campus. Never put my hands on this woman. Never threatened this woman. Never did none of that. So it got to be so much that I ended up just taking my baby out of the school. She was only in pre-K, so I was just like, it ain't no point. But it fucked up my heart to see my baby cry that she can't go to school no more, because my daughter loves school. And then I was pissed off even more that the shit that you done did, because you can't keep your stuff in your pants, my daughter can't even go to school. And if y'all know how hard it is to get kids into pre-K, you actually have to be on a waiting list. So I couldn't even put my daughter in another school. So at the time, because I'm my mama's emotional support when her husband is cheating, I thought I could go to my mama. it was a time, like at that time, my mama dead ass told me, stop calling my phone telling me about this because I'm tired of hearing it. I'm really tired of hearing it. So living with my mama, even from then, living with my mama got super, super weird. When I left the relationship, I forgot to add that I started working at Amazon. Like as soon as I left the relationship and gave up the house, I got a job at Amazon. I started working 3 12-hour shifts. And because I needed the money to move into another place, I actually would work 50 to 60 hours a week. So at the time, I started popping beans because it gave me energy. I needed to stay up. I needed to get this money. Like I was just taking the shit to keep going. And then I realized everybody doing it. So it kind of made me feel better. And it actually made me, I don't know, like keep going. So I got some cousins at the time who was on the same shit, except they was just around their house doing it. They chilling doing it. They not doing nothing. Bitches is lazy on couches popping beans. Whole time I'm working trying to provide for my kids. That's still not a reason, but I'm working trying to provide for my kids and do right for my, like, I need to get this fucking house because my mama showing me she don't want me here. So at the time I got cousins talking shit about me, like running their mouth about me, telling people, oh my God, she's steady popping beans. But it was weird because if I wasn't doing it with them, then we cool. But when I say every single one of my cousins was doing it, but it was like because I was doing it, I got talked about. And that showed me that all my cousins was jealous as fuck. They couldn't wait till some bad shit happened to me so that they all could talk about it. They don't want to talk about the good shit that was happening. So when I'm staying with my mama at this time, my mama would do weird shit. Like I come in with food and she'll just ask for some of my food. And I tell her, well, mama, I just worked a 12-hour shift. I'm tired. Keep in mind it's 7 a.m. I just got off. I'm trying to eat so I can go to sleep. And if I said no, she would literally throw up in my face that she watched my kids while I go to work. Even though she told me to come stay with her. She also has a 3-bedroom. Her husband has a game room. She has like an office room and then a other bedroom and stuff. But she told me I had to, and she didn't want me sleeping in her living room. She told me I had to sleep on like this really a box spring with pillows on top in her room, me and my kids. She wouldn't even like clear out none of the furniture from either one of their rooms because I wanted to take my bed and my TV and bring it to her house. And she was like, nah, we not doing all that if you're not going to be here long. So you could just sleep on this. Felt like fucking bricks. So I get tired of it and I call my older sister who I let stay in my apartment, her and her baby daddy and her kids and other fucking people. I called her and was like, I can't take this shit with mama no more. Y'all know how mama is. Like, I'm about to come back to my apartment. Y'all can still have it. I just need to be there until I get my own place. Keep in mind, I'm still trying to get my own place in a whole nother city. I need to just stay there for a little bit. My bed is there. My TV is there. Nothing was moved. So I was just like, I want my room, though, just for some privacy. Me and my kids gonna sleep in my bed, and I need my TV. These motherfuckers tell me that I can come back to my house, but I can't come back to my room. Nah, we don't want you coming back to the room. I forgot the whole reason, but they just was like, no, you can't sleep in your room, in your bed, with your TV. I still had clothes in that bitch. They was like, nah. I knew the cards that I could play in a situation, but I was just like, because I could have got y'all kicked the fuck out. But I was just like, you know what? Y'all just let me see who y'all is. Now, keep in mind, I done already went over husband, big sister, her baby daddy, my mama. Now, and my stepdaddy just makes you feel like I don't give a fuck what it is. He just don't want you there. He don't want to do nothing for you. You could just tell he really don't like you. So that's just him all the fucking time. So then it gets to the point where I move in with my little sister while I'm trying to get this apartment. My little sister does the same shit. She even gets to the point where she don't even speak to me. Like, she don't want me there so bad that she don't even fucking speak to me. And then she's constantly letting me know, like, this short term, don't get comfortable. I could just already tell she talking shit about me too. So then I get approved for the house and I go ahead and move in the house in the next city. So I left my little sister's house. Now I'm in the house in the next city. While I was there, I'm still working these 12-hour shifts at Amazon. On top of the 3 12s, I'm working 2 10s. So I'm still popping the beans. And not gonna lie, the shit was making me feel good after my like leaving the person anyways. So I was popping them for emotional support, but also for physical support from my body to keep going, because I knew I didn't want to stay with nobody. And I also was trying to put furniture into my house. This part is very important because this is what put me into my spiritual psychosis. I started seeing and hearing certain things. Like, I could tell that I was in different dimensions. And at the time, my cousin's still talking about me. I still got a few cousins that's just like, y'all, she in different dimensions. Like, you could tell, like, she going through spiritual psychosis. But it got to a point I was wondering why when I did it. Like, I got cousins who did it and go have sex. or did it and do like weird stuff like me, I wanted to get closer to God. It did not make sense. I was hearing my higher self, like it just got really, really weird. So a spiritual psychosis is like a regular psychosis too. So I went into regular psychosis too, and a lot of my memories from my childhood started coming back. Within those memories, there was somebody in my house, in my childhood home, who got SA'd by one of my stepdaddy's family members, like his nephew. They was staying with us, and they told him, my stepdaddy and my mama, that he did that to somebody in my family that lived in the house, and they still let him stay there. And when you go through a psychosis, sometimes the memories be so vivid that it seems like it's you. So I started questioning if my stepdaddy or anything, like if something ever happened to me, if this person ever did anything to me, it got really, really weird. At the time, I also questioned my kids, and the answers that my kids was giving me, I did not like it. Like, it just gave weird. And I also was going through, again, a spiritual psychosis, a regular psychosis, on top of all the stress I had been through. Like, my mind was going fucking crazy. And I didn't know it at the time, but the beans was not helping at all. But they opened up my third eye, and the shit opened too much, and they also opened up my crown chakra, because the communication that I was hearing from the spiritual realm was crazy. But I asked my kids, have anybody ever did that to them? And my kids was telling me weird stuff, and they was just describing how they Nana and Papa bathed them and stuff like that, and it just freaked me out. Like, it made me go into panic mode. And so I did what I was supposed to do as a mother, as my right is to get my kids checked out. That triggered a lot of people in my family, because of course we're black. I kept my kids out of the whole situation. So I went to my mom and them house, and I confronted my stepdaddy, and I was like, have you ever did this to me? Like, have you ever did anything like that? Because keep in mind, my stepdaddy weird too. My stepdaddy, everybody who know him, if he go to a function, he's only around the kids. I'm gonna keep it a buck. He's only around the kids. This man will spoil all the girls of like this first generation. And then we got older, and he called us fast. He stopped liking us and being mean to us. But when we was little, he like spoiled us. It was weird. But yeah, if you go to a family function, you're not gonna see him talking to grown people. Like, he just act like he don't like nobody. He's only around kids. He only like kids. It's weird. So then I'm adding that on top of it. I'm like, oh my fucking God, this shit driving me crazy, considering what was done to the person in the house. And I asked them, like, hey, have you ever done this to me? He was like, no, what is you talking about? He really could have just simply said no. Like, everybody talking about me at this point too. Everybody could have been there more for me emotionally, which this shit really got me like tearing up, because I was really, really going through. But instead of doing that, everybody just crazy labeled me as crazy, but still saying like, man, she popping beans. Keep in mind, I done sat with cousins who have said this about my stepdad. Like, he is weird. Like, you will never see him talking to no grown person. Then my kids told me what they told me about bath time and stuff like that. So I go to their house. I said, have you ever done this to me? He was like, what is you talking about? I'm saying, just be straight up. He was like, no, what, you need to get off my, like, telling me to get out that yard. I ain't never like, it was just weird. They was like, get out of our yard, you need to go home, I'm not dealing with this. And I said, well, why when it was done in the house, why you and mama didn't kick that dude out? Why y'all let that keep going on? They was like, he was like, I don't know why your mama did that. I said, it's your nephew. Now, if that was one of your kids in the house and they got done too, like, how would you feel about that? And he was like, I'm not dealing with this. I don't know what you got going on. You need to leave. Went in the house, shut the door on me. Now, my mama and them got Ring cameras around their house and inside their house. That's very important. So I was like, shit, the most that I could do as my right, and I'm breaking generational fucking curses, I'm gonna go get my kids checked out, because I don't know what the fuck the truth is, to be honest. But I called my grandma. My grandma was the only person who was kind of like there for me. And I was talking to my grandma. I said, I'm about to go to this hospital. Don't tell nobody that I'm going. Y'all, why the fuck I go to the hospital to tell them just check up on my kids, because I believe this happened. I'm talking to a nurse the first time. The nurse leave out the room. The doctor come in. She didn't go get the doctor. The doctor just came in. The doctor sat down beside me, and I asked him, I was like, so are y'all gonna run a test on my kids or not? Because I was told that y'all could come up here and, just do an exam on them. He was like, no, we're not worried about your kids. We worried about you, because my nurse told me that you hear voices and you be talking to people that's not there. And I was like, what are you talking about? I never told you that. Like, why would I sit up here and tell you that I be talking to people that's not there? Why would I tell you that I be hearing voices? So again, the only person I'm talking to really at the time is my grandma and my homegirl. So I called my grandma, and first I called my homegirl. My homegirl like, keep calm. I'ma like, tell me where you at, like what's going on, yada yada yada. I was like, hold on, let me call my grandma, because I need to know what the fuck is going on. At this time, They got me like up against the wall. They done took my kids away from me. So if you thought I was going through a spiritual psychosis, then bitch, you took my kids away from me. I went fucking crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I came up here to get my kids an exam because I thought something happened to them, which is my right. And y'all snatched my kids from me. So I get on the phone with my grandma. I tell my grandma what's going on. And my grandma was like, ain't your mama up there? I paused. I said, Grandma, what you mean ain't my mama up here? Yeah, your mama should be up there. Okay, Grandma, how will my mama know that I'm up here again making claims against her husband? Y'all, my mama, it clicked. My mama called the hospital and told the hospital that I talk to spirits. I hear voices. I see things that's not really there. I end up just throwing the fucking phone. I'm so pissed off at this point. I just grabbed the phone, threw the phone at the wall. So that really, the fact that they took my kids, which made me even more angry, that's the shit that pissed me the fuck off. Because I didn't come in there mad. I just flipped. And the doctor came in there. They all still surrounded me. Once I got off the phone, at this time, once I threw the phone, they, you know, put me in they little handcuffs or whatever that they got. And I'm restrained. I'm pissed the fuck off too. And so the nurse come in there too, and the doctor look at the security guards, y'all. And again, I'm seeing in different realms. I'm seeing demonic shit. And these security guards, it was especially two, they just gave me demon vibes. It was so weird. And the doctor too. And it definitely gave Freemason. I'm gonna be real. It definitely gave plotting against me. I didn't understand it at the time though. The doctor dead ass looked at the security guards and said, didn't she tell us that she was in here hearing voices and talking to people? They looked at me and said, yes, she did. We heard it. I then looked at the nurse and said, did I tell you that I talk to people? Did I come in here telling you I talk to spirits? Did I tell you that I hear voices and I talk to things that's not there? Did I come in here telling you that? This woman looked so scared. She was shaking. She didn't know what the fuck was going on. She was like, no. Like she knew what was going on. I was like, okay, so what the fuck is going on? Man, these people injected me with something to put me to sleep and put me on a 72-hour hold involuntarily. And still, I didn't know what was going on with my kids. I didn't know who had my kids. I didn't know who was going to pick up my kids. And I went in there to get my kids an exam. So y'all know my mind was fucked up. But at that time, I got put into a mental part of the hospital. Because my mama fucking called them and told them that something is wrong with me in my head and I see things that's not there. So I'm not gonna lie, after my mama pulled that shit, my mama was every name in the book. Like, I was cussing my mama out. I don't play about my kids. I really, really don't. So all the anger that I have been feeling since I was a child, I gave that all to her in that moment. I would also like to note that my mama is an evangelist. So it was just pure gold that the evangelist got a demon child. So she started posting on Facebook, y'all, about how I'm so demonic, how it's demons like taking over me. It was so weird. It was to the point where like I couldn't even go to like a grocery store without somebody saying, you okay, you good? I'm like, what y'all talking about? We seen your mama status. We seen your mama post. It's different people just checking in on me. I'm going live on TikTok, and people in my comments saying, I'm so glad you okay. Because she's on her Facebook selling it like her child has been called by the devil and the devil is controlling me. So when I leave there, I actually like being in there. I was supposed to pay my rent on the day or have some money to them by the day that I was in there. And because I was in there for 72 hours, I got evicted. So also at the time, my little brother let me stay with him for a minute. Like, y'all was really going through. So I was like staying with different people. So I'm at my little brother's house. He actually heard my son. My son repeated to him what he originally said to me. And I asked my brother, I said, would you come up to the police station and just report this with me? Because everybody think I'm crazy. You heard my son say this and I didn't coerce him. My son can't remember all this. So you know this is really coming from his mouth. Baby, my brother texted me and said, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm sorry that you're going through this, but me and my girl, we don't want to be in it. After hearing it from my son's mouth. So I'm in disbelief. I packed my stuff up at the time. I'm going through shit. I'm listening to my homegirl. She like, you need to sue the school from the previous thing. She like, you need to sue the hospital because how could they even do that? I just get the fuck out and I end up back at my little sister house. Now around this time, even though I'm staying with people, I'm trying to get my money up. I'm not broke. So I also need to say that I quit Amazon. But I was doing tarot readings, and I was getting paid really good money for my tarot readings. I was probably making $300 to $500 a week, which was pretty good, and I was trying to stack my money up. And then I'm thinking if I can get in an income-based apartment or, house or something, I'll be straight. But it would even sometimes get up to $700-800 a week off of just doing people readings and giving them spiritual guidance and stuff. So I asked my little sister, I said, listen, I just need to stack my paper up. She was like, okay, I'm giving you till this date. Keep in mind, I still don't fuck with my mama. But y'all, I get a call from DHS, them telling me that somebody reported me and they need to investigate. They were like, we need to speak to you, and we also need to speak to your mother. So I ended up telling my mama, like, hey, DHS want to speak to you. My mama response was, DHS ain't got nothing to say to me. No, So that also let me know, like, you probably the one that called DHS on me. So yeah, DHS said they was gonna come by, and I didn't even know at the time they had called me. They was sitting with my mama and my little sister. Y'all remember me telling y'all my mama got Ring cameras in front of her house and inside her house? My mama used the footage of me snapping on my stepdad and asking him, like, has he ever done anything to me? My mama used that footage and showed them people that. Then they also used my TikTok. They went on my TikTok and was showing people, which my mama was showing a bunch of people, because I spoke to my stepmama at some point. My stepmama said, yeah, your mama was telling me that you basically going crazy on TikTok. Like, you got demons and stuff like that. And she was like, but I looked at your TikTok and I'm not seeing nothing. So I get a letter from DHS telling me that I'm guilty of maltreatment of my 2 kids because of my TikTok and stuff. And because of the 72-hour hold. Now it also let me see my little sister. My little sister not supporting me. She not there for me. She not helping me. The bitch even hate that I'm at her house. She telling people that she hate that I'm there. Then she telling people that she don't want me around her son because I do tarot cards. Like, I can't be around her son. So God just telling me, like, to just keep pushing. Just stay through, like, something gonna come through, because God did not want me working. And, like, God was like, I got something for you. And y'all know when you follow God, you're going to look stupid to everybody else. You're going to look crazy. Everybody like, this bitch ain't getting no job. What's she doing? She living off y'all. I already knew. I was like, I don't want to stay off you. Like, it's to the point if I have to go to a fucking homeless shelter. And I was trying to work. Like, y'all, I was like, damn, these people pressure me to work so much. Let me go get a job. A job that I could just show my ID for. Y'all, when I tell y'all the same day I lost my ID, I didn't know. I'm looking in my car like I don't even use my driver's license. Like, where could it be? So the stuff that I needed to get a job, poof, vanished. So I'm chilling at this time. I'm only meditating. I'm doing my tarot cards. I'm trying to make some money. I'm stacking money, just stacking money. My sister come to me and she was like, you remember I told you got till this and that day to be out. I'm like, yeah. So it was like the weekend and she needed me out Monday. Like, she told me on a Friday and she was like, I need you out by Monday. I didn't offer to help pay this girl bills. I didn't offer to, like, do what it, like, can I just stay here until a certain point? Like, I'm trying to get my shit together. She was like, no. At the same time, y'all, I have been there for people. I have given people rent and deposit for a fucking house. People have come to me for $1,500. The same sister that called me before said, dude, you got $600 on you. I need this other half of my rent. I'll pay it back. I did it. So I was just baffled at the fact that bitches couldn't do shit for me. So then me and my little sister at some point in between there, we got into it and she just ended up saying, like, don't nobody believe you. Everybody was believing this man over me. Like, everybody in my fucking family was just believing this person over me. And I don't even think it was too much. Even DHS, it wasn't so much of the psychosis. It was the fact that, well, this man has his life put together. Like, they have a 3-bedroom home. They have like 4 cars in their yard. He works hard. They was looking at that. Oh, but look at you. You're going through something right now. We can't trust you. You're unreliable because you're struggling right now. But we're going to believe him. But it just sent me through there when I found out that my little sister, sat with them. And it's important to know that my older sister had my kids because they never reached out to my older sister to ask her if she had my kids. I also want to note that when you are popping beans, you are like, the truth will come through you. Your truth, other people's truth. So it was people at the time, since I was the talk of the town, everybody texting me saying, hey, we just want to check up on you, da-da-da. And I used to tell people, get the fuck away from me, because the shit that I got on you, I will tell it. When I tell you, that made people leave me the fuck alone. And I had got into it, since I'm talking about my little sister, we got into it so bad that I'ma tell your truth, baby. I'm about to set this motherfucker off if y'all don't leave me alone. And so that really forced people to just like, okay, let's just leave her alone. Let's just let her do what she do until she kind of get away. But the day that my sister kicked me out, I wanted to cry so bad. And the day that I got the letter saying that I was guilty of maltreatment of my kids, I wanted to cry. I knew I was still blessed because I still had my kids. But that put me in a position where I could not work a job where I was taking care of kids or old people. Keep in mind, y'all, I was subbing before that. And then the school district that I was subbing for loved me so much that they calling my phone on my off days saying, can you please come up here and sub at our schools? So I'm distraught. And when that Monday came that my sister told me to be out by, I knew that it was God saying it's time for you to move on. Y'all, I did not have nowhere to go. I didn't know where I was going. So I waited the whole day. I started counting my money. I was like, okay, I can go get hotel rooms. But I was like, how long is that going to last? Like, I can't take this money. This not even a full week of staying in hotel rooms. So at this point, my sister kicked me out. She's talking bad about me. This is my little sister to people about like how I'm popping the beans, how I do tarot cards. I've had to get beans for her. She's taking them a time or two. On top of that, she pays somebody faithfully to do tarot readings for her. So I'm just confused. Also at the time, I was talking to my real dad and my stepmom. Now my real dad has always been emotionally unavailable. And my stepmom used to try to fill in the gap for him. So my stepmama telling me all this stuff my mom was telling her. She telling me how my mom been telling her about my TikTok and how my TikTok just looked like they literally said I'm talking about God too much. Also, it's noted at this time, towards the time like I was getting kicked out of my sister's house, I was sober. Like I stopped popping the beans. But yeah, I started talking to my real daddy, and I was just a little girl who just wanted my daddy there for me. So I needed emotional support, and I thought my daddy could give it to me. But I seen how my stepmama and my real daddy kept coming to me with stories about my mama. And that let me know that they weren't really supporting me. It was like they were like, oh, we all got an equal hate for your mama, so let's team up. I wasn't with that shit because if you're going to be there for me, be there for me. Don't be there for me because you don't fuck with my mama. So, block them, cut them off. I was just tired of it. But I knew I had to leave, and I knew God was also telling me that it's time for me to go. If y'all have ever been in a situation where somebody kick you out or you get fired from a job or something and you just lost, like, why did this happen? Why they treat me like this? That's God pushing you. So I knew that. So I was like, let me get my shit and go. I grabbed as much as I can. I had to throw away a lot of stuff. I had to put what can only fit in my car. So I didn't have much. So I get on the road to go to this city that's an hour and 45 minutes away. And this is where my daughter grandma lives. My daughter grandma months before tried to get me to come stay with her. And I think it's because my mama was calling her, telling her all types of stuff about me. And instead of her like listening to it and believing it and stuff, she actually called me trying to help me. But she never said why. She just was like, you don't want to come live down here with me? And at the time I had the apartment in the other city. So I was like, nah, I'm getting my shit together. I'm good. But this was months before all this happened. This woman was hearing all this stuff. And instead of talking about me, she tried to help me. So I revisited that opportunity. I'm on the road already on my way to her house. I called her. I said, hey, do you mind if me and the kids come and stay with you for a little bit until I get myself on my feet? She was like, yeah, I don't mind. And immediately went to what my grandkids doing though. I'm like, oh, they in the backseat chilling. I'm thinking she want an explanation. She want information. She was just like, no, what the kids doing? Yeah, you can come. Okay, end of story. So when I left, I didn't tell nobody where I was going because nobody wanted to know where I was fucking going. Everybody knew that this girl done gave me a date to leave. She grown as hell. It's her house. Cool. I'm a grown ass woman too. I got me and my kids. But what baffled me is the fact that my family was making statuses, calling around, doing all this shit like they don't know where I'm at. Oh my God, we so worried for her. We worried for her because she got them kids. They even ended up finally calling my daughter's grandmother, which I'm gonna start referring to as my mother-in-law. They end up calling my mother-in-law, and she was like, your family want to know where you at. Because I let her know they're gonna, if they call or whatever, don't tell nobody where I'm at. Because bitch, when you kicked me out and you knew I had your niece and your nephew, you didn't ask me, do y'all got somewhere to go? Do you got a plan? Nobody asked me that. They just said go. So she like, your sister on the phone like crying. What sister, baby? I thought she was talking about my big sister. No, she's talking about the little sister that's been dogging me out, that did not want me to stay at her house, that kicked me out and told me no, I had to go, that didn't ask me if I had nowhere to go. Little sis on the phone crying, frantic, wondering where you and your kids at. They just so wary. Can I tell them where you at so they can stop stressing? I just told her, we good, whatever. So being here with her, my mother-in-law, they come from a nurturing family. And so, again, all black, though. Y'all know how it is with black people. We think we supposed to forgive and reconcile. So she steady telling me I need to talk to my mama, this, and that. I start feeling bad. I didn't give her the full story because I'm still ashamed of my story at the time. So I'm sitting here like, damn, this all my fault. Like, I didn't put false claims on people. I'm really thinking I'm in the wrong. So I start calling people and apologizing and trying to make things right. I'm giving this part to y'all raw and real because this shit happened when you're trying to disconnect from your family. You will go back. And yes, I get people gonna judge me, but I've already judged myself for this shit, which is why I'm able to tell my story. So in the midst of talking and getting close with people, I got 2 cousins who end up moving here too, to the same city that I'm in with my mother-in-law. So I start reconnecting with them. I sit with them and I'm telling my cousins the story and they letting me know, they like, hey, we always stood beside you. The shit made sense to us. They the ones who like, yeah, keep in mind this man only talked to little kids. Like he only be around little kids. Then one cousin said, you don't remember when you was little, you and another cousin used to argue about like him being y'all boyfriend. I said, what? Which is why memories are so important. Getting your memories back are so important. But she was like, yes, I remember y'all used to fight over whose boyfriend is he. Then I got a cousin in Atlanta that was telling me like, I don't like how he had y'all sitting in his lap. Like he just give me weird vibes. So I was able to come to that conclusion because I sat with them. I was like, y'all, this shit still don't feel right. Then they came out with that story. So God was just like, trust yourself. You were never wrong. So I cut my family off again. So this when they started to get pissed the fuck off because I'm done. They calling me, begging me to see my kids. The same sister who told me she don't want me around her son. Bitch, you really think you about to come and get my kids? Then this cousin, one of the cousins telling me conversations between her mama and my mama. People still claiming, yeah, I can tell she popping them beans by the way she still talk on TikTok. Which I don't got shit to prove to nobody. But it's just so crazy to me that when I talk about God so much, people are saying like something is fucking wrong with me. So it's also important to note that my mama don't fuck with nobody who fuck with me at this time. So this cousin, my mama couldn't stand her because this cousin like supported me. But this same cousin was telling me how my mama and her mama was having conversations. And I got sick of it. I can't even properly heal because people steady bringing me shit. Then I thought to myself, I'm not worried about her telling my mama nothing because they don't fuck with each other. It's the fact that you could tell your mama something and your messy ass mama is going to go to my mama and tell her something. So my grandmother's kids, they all messy as fuck. It's like they're the bone carriers in the family and it comes down to the grandkids and then we all just fight. So I had to cut her off because I was like, nah, I got to confuse the enemy. You can't confuse the enemy when they know all your business. So at this point, I done cut sisters off, brothers off, everybody. I done blocked everybody's number. I'm only talking to my grandma from my family. I told you I don't talk to my stepdaddy, my stepmama, like nobody, no cousins, nothing. I'm only talking to my grandma. Then my grandma called me telling me about people business like, yeah, so-and-so got a new car and your other sister got a house and da-da-da-da. And I know she didn't mean nothing by it. But again, in order for me to confuse the enemy can't know my business. Then I thought to myself, if you telling me all the stuff that's going on in their life, I know you telling them the stuff that's going on in my life. And I get that you actually happy for me, but you're still telling them stuff about me. So I had to cut my granny off. So now I'm only talking to my mother-in-law. But it's to the point that they're contacting her. Like my mama and them contacting her and I had to tell her. And she telling me stuff that my mama putting on her statuses. My mama got sob stories talking about I'ma always love my grandkids, yada, yada, yada. So I asked her to stop telling me stuff that my mama saying, like block her if you have to, because I don't fuck with them. Stop telling me stuff. So she respect my boundaries. We move on. Why the fuck she get an inbox from my older sister, cussing her out, talking bad to her? She's basically telling her, you started all of this, you making this shit okay, as if she's telling me to stop talking to my family. So I'm thinking at the time, silence is my best weapon. So I just ignore it. I told her, like, just block my sister, whatever. Then my mama come knocking on this woman's door on a random fucking day. If you really want a relationship with me, you would have texted that woman. You got her information. You would have texted her, called her, and said, hey, can I stop by y'all house? Y'all, she pops up randomly at this woman's house. I stay in my room. I'm just like, I ain't with the fuck shit. I don't want nobody talking to me. Leave me alone. Again, I felt like my silence. I didn't want nobody talking to me. So at the time, I felt like the silence was my best weapon. So I just stayed in the room. But God was telling me my mama is a bully and I need to stand up to that bully. So I ended up texting her saying, I don't want a relationship with y'all. The family that I create is my family. I don't need y'all no more. I'm fucking 29 years old. Leave me the fuck alone. So the way she responds is what got me. This woman tells me, get ready because she's going to take me to court for grandparent rights. I couldn't do nothing but cry right then because I needed to see her in that light. That I didn't cuss. I'm gonna tell y'all, I didn't cuss my mama out when I'm telling y'all what I told her. Because I'm at the point in my life where I'm healing. So I'm just like, hey, I have my own family. Like, we good. But she responded saying that, and then let me know you don't want a relationship with me, you want a relationship with those kids. And y'all gotta be fucking crazy to think that y'all about to have a relationship with my kids and not with me the way y'all dog me out, because I don't want a relationship with y'all. So at this point, she's told me and my mother-in-law she's gonna take me to court. It's really like she just don't want to see me happy. So at this point, I done cut everybody off. I done cut my grandma off, my cousins off when I got to this new city with my mother-in-law. Now keep in mind, y'all, I still got a case open with DHS. Yes, I have my kids, but I got a case open. I really wanted to say fuck it, skip towns, and just be like, fuck this shit. But God was telling me at the time to stop running away from my problems. Like, I run away from everything. So I was trying to heal that, and I was like, okay, I'm going to face it head on. So I called DHS to tell DHS, hey, I'm in this new city. This is where I'm at now, and this is my new address. So they assigned me another caseworker and all that type of stuff. And I was just like, I really hate this shit because I'm a fucking great mom, but I'm going to just deal with it. So the caseworker that I get, she really working with me. Like, she really, really fuck with me. She can tell ain't shit wrong with me. Like I said at the time, I'm sober. When you start doing that, you got claims on you, they will make you take drug tests. So I'm taking drug tests and everything. So then she get to asking me, what do I do for work? At the time, I'm feeling ashamed, knowing that I'm praying to God to be an entrepreneur, but I'm not taking my TikTok serious. Like, I'm on here seriously posting and I'm going viral. But when people ask me, do I have a job? I'm still telling them no. And God was trying to teach me, yes, the fuck you do. So this to any content creator, this is considered a job, a career. So I told her what I do, and she was like, we're gonna accept that because you getting paid. I had to show proof of like what TikTok was paying me. Outside of that, my mother-in-law was letting me do the tarot cards in her house. Nothing weird happened. Actually, life getting better. And the people who saying you can't do tarot cards and have a relationship with God, well, how can you sleep with a man that you're not married to and have a relationship with God? How can you sleep with different women that you're not married to but have a relationship with God? How can you sin against yourself and other people and have a relationship with God?
You nasty fuck.
Because you can, right? Okay. Because y'all saying all this shit, but for my mama to get on Facebook and talk about how I'm doing tarot cards and how I'm demonic, her husband is cheating on her while she's married to him. You never posted that. You never judged yourself or him for that. But back to me.
Sorry,
so I'm actually giving my mother-in-law money. Like, she's seeing how much money that I'm making. There's times where I have to tell her, hey, I got to step out. I'm with a client. She'll keep my kids for me. And I'm really just stepping out in my car on the phone with clients, trying to help them through and giving them readings and stuff. So God was telling me at the time, too, to be completely honest. So I'm honest with the DHS lady and told her I have a spiritual business. This is how much I make on it. Like I said, I showed her proof. She already knew that's considered work. So she tells me, because I technically have money coming in, I can be on the listing for HUD/Section 8. Not only did she tell me that, she literally said because I have a case open, the shit that people wait 2 years for, I get to get at the top of the list. Like, I get to surpass everybody. I'm number one on the Section 8 list.
Amen.
Then she was telling me, she was like, hey, I want you to get on food stamps because all this stuff is going to look good. The government is here to help you. So I took my TikTok, like what TikTok was paying me, and I gave it to the food stamp people. Again, at this time, God was telling me, when you're honest with where you at in your life, the blessings that are for you will reach you. When you have to lie for it, it does not belong to you. It belongs to somebody else. So just be completely honest, and I'm going to bless you. So they approved me for a really good amount based off of how much I was making through my spiritual business. Like, I gave these people my PayPal. I gave these people my TikTok. If I could have, at the time, I didn't have the Cashapp that I was using. I had told them, my Cashapp was closed, but I had gave them all my information, and they still approved me. Then when I had my little meeting or whatever with HUD, they asked for my information too. I gave them all of my information. They approved me. I want y'all to understand, government assistance is not for people sitting on their ass not doing nothing. Government assistance is actually for entrepreneurs. These people, the government understand that you got to start somewhere. Which is why I feel like somebody like in my family would try to take this video, especially my mama, use it against me, try to report me. You can't, because they know how much I make. They know that TikTok pays me. They know I have a spiritual business. I have 2 PayPal cards. These people got my PayPal cards. I have showed these people what's in my PayPal account and what has been in there for the last 3 months. And I still got approved for food stamps, and I still got put on first of the list for housing. So at the time, I'm over here with my mother-in-law too. My car ended up getting repossessed because my car note at the time was $450, y'all. $450. I didn't have the money. I said, y'all know what, y'all can have this shit back, because I'm not about to be struggling trying to keep up with the Joneses. So I also got some money and bought me another car. This is the car I'm in now, a used car. So my caseworker seeing all this shit. She see that I'm cooperating. She see that technically I do have money coming in. She see that I got a support system, which is my mother-in-law. So that's very, very important. When you're going through this situation, you have to have somebody who is support system, who in your support system. I don't care if it's a stranger that you met at church or something. If you go to church, or somebody in your spiritual community who can speak to them about like them helping you. Then I told her that I got approved for HUD. So she jumping up and down for me. She excited. So one day she pulls up on me and see me in my car. And she was like, this your car? I was like, yeah, this my car. She was like, girl, you got your car. You got the food stamps on. You got approved for HUD. So you about to be moving. You a great mother, I see. She said, I'm going through my cases and I'm closing all the cases that like mothers don't even need me. Or whoever it is. Like if I feel like I don't have to worry about you, I'm closing the case. So y'all, the case get closed. Sometimes your blessing is not going to look like what you think it's going to look like. I literally have blessed. The way people see it, oh, government assistance. No, I am an entrepreneur. I make money. They know the money that I make. They're okay with it. They saying, oh, she's still, at least she's self-employed. At least she's trying to do something. Told these folks I was a content creator because at the time I was still like kind of ashamed. People were basically bullying me into trying to get a job. You need to be working 9 to 5. You need to be making $20 an hour. You need to be da-da-da, because that's where I used to be. So I thought that people would judge me. The government would judge me if I wasn't working for the man. No, they applied that shit. So people calling you unemployed, if you at home and you doing content creating, I want to tell you that you can get government assistance. That's what the fuck is for. They want to help you get your own business. That's what all the loans and stuff is for. That's why the government is there. They don't want you working for nobody else, for real, for real. So now I'm here in my own cash card that I don't pay shit on but insurance. I'm moving into my place very soon, paying the deposit on it very, very soon. I have my mother-in-law here for support. I got my man here for support. And that's another story. Your man here, God was telling me that her son is my soulmate. I literally have told this man everything about me. And when I tell you in every lifetime this man will choose me, this man know about the addictions and all this other type of stuff. And this man still said, I want you. This man has always wanted me, to be honest. But he has always seen me for who I was. I used to think that my baby daddy was obsessed with me. He ain't never did no crazy shit, but I used to think that he was obsessed with me. My baby daddy has always seen me for the person that I was. And that's the same person that I had to go back to when my family was treating me the way that they was treating me. My baby daddy and his family helped me through this situation. So now I am surrounded by nothing but nurturers. Nothing but people who will do for you, which I don't take it for granted because I still come from a family where you got to pay where you baby daddy still helping. So I still help. I still pitch in. But this woman let me stay here, not paying her anything. So that I can get myself on my feet, giving me money every once in a while. Like she get extra money, she passing me money. When my family used to pocket watch me, I used to feel bad for going to do something special for me because I'm struggling. I used to believe that if I'm struggling, I can't do shit like go to the movies. If I'm struggling, I can't do shit like get out and have a good time. This woman used to tell me, take your money and go do something for yourself. Then she keep my kids whenever I ask her. Like she just God sent. Like I could tell that God, even though my family did all that shit to me, God had to push me over here to these people. And when my sister kicked me out, I thought it was like God, I thought I was being punished, but God was actually saying, you have passed the test, and now I'm about to put you around people who you deserve to be around, people who are going to love you and not judge you. But I want to encourage y'all, if you have an opportunity, take that opportunity. If you can go live with somebody, stay with somebody, it's not going to be your family. It ain't never going to be your family.
Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. It's your boy PJ. We back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. My player partner, Lucky Wheels and Deals. You know, check him out on this YouTube channel. Hey, listen. We got the HiveMindLabs.com. We got the Moogs coffee. Listen, my mom was like, the coffee's not strong enough. I said, double it up. Pop, pop. She said, woke up the next day. I ain't been able to sleep. Shouldn't have doubled up. Stupid ass. Okay. But anyway, shout out to my mom. You know what I'm saying? She on the Moose coffee. Her legs about like big. She just Anyway, my mama my mama's the freshest. She's the best dressed in her squadron. Okay? Cause she going to work crispy crease jeans from the cleaners, fresh Jordans or fresh white Air Force Ones. Like, my mama's the only person that wears white Air Force Ones to go work on a plane. Like, it's crazy. But she keep it in crypto, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, before we get started, I just want to say, hey, I just want to find out what I'm going to wear today. So, we're going to do a poll. We're going to do white cements or bread 11 loaves. Which one we going to wear today, okay? Anyway, put your comment down below what we're going to wear, because when this drop, that's what I'm going to be wearing that day, okay? So anyway, let's get into it, big dog. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Family ain't shit. Her family ain't shit. But something really struck my heart when she was talking about all this stuff. It's just like, when people like, when everything come down on you, that shit come down on you. It really come down on you. You be like, damn, why is this happening? Have y'all? I don't know if y'all ever been in this situation, because what she was looking at, her spiritual being, all that crazy shit. I don't know nothing about that. I don't want to judge her because I don't know her, but I'm pretty sure she's of sound mind. But all that spiritual being, I don't know, because I was thinking, like, automatically she crazy, but I can't say she crazy because I don't know her. But she might be telling, I mean, I think she's telling the truth. But the thing is, I'm not finna discount her or discredit her for what she's going through, because I know when you going through something and God is putting you through something, He be throwing it at you. And I just be saying this all the time, because right now, like, not right now, but anytime, it just be like, especially when it come to my kids. When it come to my kids, I feel like it be God just be like, can you handle this? Can you? And I be like, damn, all I need is one time. All I need is one good baby mama, and I'm straight. I don't need nothing else. Shit, I take my kids, but I need my baby mama to be straight. I need her to be like, hey, I don't need no foolishness. But then they don't understand that. So you gotta argue with stupidity. Why am I arguing with stupidity? That's what they want you to do. That they want you to crash out. They want you to say the wildest shit. Then when you be like, then when you really crash out and be like, nigga, I don't have time for the bullshit. Like, really, I don't have time for the bullshit. Now they want to say you crazy. And I feel her, because it's just like, it's manipulative ass people. It ain't got shit to do. You ain't did nothing wrong. You just got people who want to manipulate situations. And I hate that the worst. I hate that the worst. I hate people who manipulate situations, especially when it comes to your family, kids, you know what I'm saying, people at your job. Like, that's why I don't even argue. If people are coming to my job, oh God, like, I'll be like, nigga, hey, I'm here for 8 hours and I'm going home. I don't care what the fuck you going through. I don't care what you going through. I'm going home. And so that's how I treat stuff at my house. When you come to my house with some crap, I be like, man, I mean, what you want me to do? You want me to act like, oh, I got you. That's what that's the thing. People always, they know PJ got them. They know PJ can handle whatever it is they gonna do. So they just go, oh, I just throw it off on PJ. But then when PJ be like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Then that's why all the gaslight come in. Well, you can't be this. You can't. You do all this. You can do. Nah. See, people only want you to use you. Don't let them fucking use you. Don't let them be acting like, don't let people use you. And don't give people the benefit of the doubt. Stop giving people the benefit of the doubt. I gave somebody the benefit of the doubt. I promise you, I told this nigga I'm going to smack him when I see him. Just because I gave him the benefit of the doubt. And everybody, I'll be like, man, I'm grown. I ain't got nothing. I shouldn't be doing this. But that nigga need to grow up. And somebody got smacked this nigga into adulthood. But you can't smack everybody. You can't smack family. You can't smack baby mamas. You can't smack baby daddies. You can't smack just your co-workers. So you just gotta, when they do stupid shit, you gotta hold them accountable. You gotta stand up for yourself. You gotta be like, nah, I just don't feel that. And if you want to be like that, then fuck you, go with it. But don't fuck with me. And you gotta be like that. We not rocking like that no more, man. We not, man, fathers, especially fathers. I was watching Carlos King today, and the way that this father was going through this court case, right? You know what's funny? One time I got on Facebook. This one had like 40,000 followers on Facebook. I got on there. I showed my whole court case. It was a whole. My mom then was like, actually it wasn't even my mom. My mama don't even know. My grandpa. Your son is on Facebook tripping. He over here telling everybody. Shit was a movie. And I was just like, mind your business. But they telling everybody, I'm telling everybody the truth about everybody. And I'm telling the truth about my judge. And my judge is actually my partner's friend's auntie. And I cussed this bitch smooth out. And, you know, straight the fuck up. Like, so did it hurt me? Yeah. But did I feel good about it? Yep. Sure did. Because y'all not finna play with me. I don't give a damn how y'all not finna keep trying to make me look bad, and y'all over here acting like I'm stupid. That's what she doing. Yeah, they trying to make her look stupid, and she like, nigga, I see y'all. I see everything that y'all about. People be playing in your face, and they try to make you seem like you crazy because all of a sudden now you ain't playing the game no more. Nigga, I'm not playing the game no more. We done playing the game. Sometimes you gotta be like, man, I'm not playing with y'all fools. I was doing it my way, and I was fine my way, and then here y'all come in. Oh, I don't like the way they doing this. Well, listen, mama, I don't like the way you raised me. You over here, you got this nigga over here cheating on you, but you mad. You mad at me and what I got going on. But this nigga cheating on you. That don't make no sense. But when it was all good when she had overlooked it, but she was like, I'm not overlooking that shit no more. I think what he's doing is wrong. Now your mama mad at you with her stupid ass. Because she want to put up with that. I don't get that shit. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying right now, man. It all makes sense, but you got to be in a situation to know the situation. She was in a tough situation, and you know what? Honestly, when you start talking about religion and psychosis and tarot cards, ain't nobody trying to listen to that shit. They don't want to listen to it. They think you crazy. But them same people be like, oh, I'm a Virgo. You know how we talk. I'm a Taurus. You know, shoot, I go straight at a person. Or I'm a Capricorn. We, whatever Capricorns do. You know, they do that dumb shit. But you be like, but you don't But I'm reading tarot cards, and at the same time, you think I'm crazy. But they trying to gaslight you into whatever the fuck they feel. Because they stupid. They not woke up in their mind. You know, you said you was in your third mind or whatever. Don't matter. Man, keep it real, everyday people, man. Keep it real with yourselves, man. Stop with the bull crap. And don't let nobody take advantage of you. And then when they do, man, pop off at them. Tell them the fucking truth about themselves. If you, I promise you, like, check this out, man. I'm gonna be honest. No, I ain't gonna be all the way honest. I'm gonna be a little bit honest. It's cause it don't matter to y'all. But all I'm saying is, a person will treat you bad, and you've been, and studies show, history shown, you've been the best person in this person's life, but they'll treat you bad. All while a person who cut them off won't have nothing to do with them. They won't even mention that person. They won't even mention the person that do them the worst. But because you actually gave a damn about them, and then you not putting up with that bullshit no more, they'll treat you like crap. But won't say shit to a person who don't even fuck with them, who don't even do nothing for them, won't do nothing for them, and don't even have a plans on doing nothing for them. But because you actually gave a damn, they'll treat you like crap. Because they know it's gonna hurt you. And that's the worst thing you could ever let somebody do to you. So don't put up with that shit. Put your foot down. Say fuck that bitch. Or fuck that nigga. Cause don't let nobody treat you like shit. Ever in your life. I'm just telling you. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta tell a motherfucker you ain't shit. Not you, not yourself. They ain't shit. Don't be putting up with that shit. Cause stop letting people treat you like shit, but they let all these other pill poppers slide. All the other pill poppers, they popping pills together. They let them slide. But then you pop a pill and be like, you know what? I don't even want to pop no more pills. Oh, you too good for us? You too good? Fuck you. But nigga, y'all over here killing yourself. You let a motherfucker kill you. You let a person sit over and kill themselves, and y'all be doing wooty man. But now I just want to, oh, okay, treat me bad. Fuck you. Tell them to their face. That's what she doing. She said that's why she don't mess with her family. Tell them to their face. Y'all don't mean nothing to me in life. Y'all don't. That's what you gotta tell people, and you gotta be real with it. On God, you gotta be real with it. You gotta be real with it. And at the same time, because I know everybody ain't like just hardcore, shit gonna hurt. Because you gonna have to face reality. That you was nice to somebody who really never gave a fuck about you. Everyday people, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm gonna holler at you later. Peace.
Day and night. For some women, it can start working in as fast as 1 week.